Welcome to the Cubicle Corner.
Motherfuckers.
It's your girl J Fax back with all the truth.
It's your girl QP back with all your petty needs.
This honorable fuck Shabazz on your ass, you understand me?
So if you came back for another episode, it's because you can handle all this raw, uncut footage. So today, if you are with us, we are going to be talking about love languages.
But he didn't know that I was 13.
But
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
the thing. Were guys that are around your same age group trying to talk to you around that time, like trying to like?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you weren't giving
But
them
you
no
ain't give
play.
them no play. You gave them
You was-
much. I mean, the much older guy is probably more mature and have more
Yeah,
stuff.
we do mature faster.
Yeah, you know.
No, you would definitely do, as you can see by this conversation.
First of all, I'm a grown ass gent. Don't try to.
Just saying. Yeah, you know. So
I don't know. But yeah, so
I just hope. Well, I already told you. I hope you have a daughter.
yeah, we have a daughter.
Well, that's not confirmed yet, but I really hope that you have a daughter because she really gonna show you what you should have learned a long time ago.
What's that?
To respect women, sir.
I do respect bitches.
Oh,
Point blank, period. He's not trying to get a ring.
He is. This is us every single day. Buck and I argue literally every time we're in each other's presence. He just wants a reaction out of me. That's just what it is.
Hey man.
But he knows
Y'all
that
keep
going back and forth.
because it's him. It's him.
I know this might be controversial. I might get cursed out, but I see women fall into two categories: either you a hoe or you a bitch.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
So we're hoes or bitches?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to explain this. Go ahead.
Like being a hoe, you just out here fucking around, doing whatever you want to do. Being a bitch, you about your business, but you just mean and shit. You
just mean it.
Oh wow.
no reason.
Let's hold. I don't think I fall under any of those categories. Shut up.
Wow.
So, I don't think I'm a mean person, and I am definitely not a hoe.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'm gonna just be
So have you
real.
ever tried to stab somebody?
No.
You did hurt somebody before.
Did you ever chase somebody with a stick?
I never chased somebody with
Where
a
is
stick.
questions coming from? What does that have to do with anything?
And even if she did, maybe it would.
They deserved it.
Okay.
There you go.
So yeah, let's reverse that argument. So if a man hits a woman, did she deserve it?
It depends.
It depends.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Did we talk about this already?
What's a justifiable reason for a girl to get her ass whipped?
If she hit
If she hit him first.
First of all,
You hear that, fellas?
I'm just here for the ride. I am not participating in this conversation. I'm just saying, women. I'm sorry. I know that they say nobody should ever hit a woman, but don't you ever disrespect your man. Don't put your hands on your
Period.
man. You don't do that. Like if you know he's bigger than you, you know he got more strength than you. Why would you? First of all, y'all shouldn't be disrespecting each other.
Listen, I was always told if you a woman and you hit a man, you put yourself in a position to get hit back.
Right.
Don't put yourself in that position, period. I do not agree with men beating on women, and I don't agree with women beating on men either. Don't raise your hand to no man and expect for him not to put his hands on you.
Right.
Period. We're human beings at the end of the day. Like J Fax said, you know what I'm saying? Big dot free JT. But like J Fax said, you know what I'm saying? Some women may not agree with what we are saying. However, women, keep your hands off these men because you're setting yourself up and vice versa. Men, y'all keep y'all hands to yourself too.
Straight up. Listen, if the argument gets too heated, step out of the room. There's no reason for it to escalate that way. That's a toxic relationship. If you're in an abusive relationship, you get out of that thing. There's no reason for you to stay in a toxic relationship like that.
Some people believe that's love, though. Like,
Definitely not.
If you don't put your hand,
Don Magic One said he had some girls who believe that he didn't love them unless he beat their ass.
A woman who thinks that is love does not love themselves.
Facts.
That has to do with self-love.
What kind of love you think they have? Like what's their love language?
They just looking for a little
physical touch.
Physical touch. That ass.
Just saying.
Oh, for real.
So sometimes women want that excitement in their relationship.
That is not exciting.
It's different
course
if
it's not
it's during the act of sex. If that's what you're into, shit. Get beaten, but you know.
Sometimes you gotta, when you having sex with your lady, you gotta slap her in the mouth. Let her know you're
I'm sorry, let her know what?
you the man.
But you don't slap your lady in the mouth.
So if you don't slap her in the mouth, you're not the man.
You put just slap him on the side of the face.
So you around here telling the whole world or all our listeners that you weren't here slapping your girl when y'all having sex.
Why you have to bring that into it? No, I'm not.
But that's what you
Cause y'all trying to,
Bro, this is the second time you done brought something up that you're not doing.
I ain't never did it.
These fantasies that you got.
Let's be real. Honestly. Have I done that before? Yes. Have I slapped the girl during sex? Yes. I done the fucking
somebody you were in love with?
It don't matter.
It does.
I think when it comes on to sexual relations, I feel like that's between them. There are some women and some men who are into being tortured. If it's consensual, if it's about sex, then that's different. But if it's outside the bedroom and you just beating on me because I looked at you wrong, or your food is not cold, your food is not hot.
So how much is too much when you're into like having sex and
Yo, if you about to pass out.
To you. Whatever you can do.
If you pass out, do you know it's too much?
Cupid said you about to pass out. That's a lot.
Yeah, but that was the safe word.
Yeah,
True.
Oh, so now we're getting to the 50 Shades of Grey talk.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
like
that's a lot.
I'm not trying to give you a blow by blow what to do. But I'm just saying, if you finna do some shit you're not used to, establish the safe word before you start.
Yes, I agree.
And then let them say the safe word.
Because not for nothing, crazy women do like it rough. Crazy women, I'm a little bit crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
J Facts.
Yeah.
Hit her up. The DM is available.
She is single.
J Facts Instagram.
Some real shit.
She not looking.
Listen, if you ain't gonna choke out, don't even put in a message. I mean, you gotta choke out.
I'm just saying.
They're joking.
Are they?
I'm just saying.
Anyway.
So physical touch, quality time, active service, gifts.
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 Who shits is gift?
Who's gifts?
Body love.
Yeah, that's.
But
You have some.
But you know what? No, not necessarily.
What?
Think about it. When somebody gives you a gift, that lets you know they do love you because they're thinking about you.
No, but
They're
if you
thinking
think about it, you can give somebody a gift when they're upset at you, right? So when you get them mad, it's like, let me go get her flowers. Right?
No. That's
You
just
say, let me go get her some
I
candy.
hate that.
Let me go get her this. Let me go get her that.
that's
Oh my
not
God.
an act of love, though.
That is an act of-
you're apologizing. That's the only time
that you
can
give
give your woman flowers.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
or buy her something.
I hate it.
That's a slap in a woman's face.
I have a friend, like, literally, like, that's what he does. Like, he goes out. And
I know
he buys,
somebody who
like,
does that. Who did
shit,
that?
right?
And I hate it.
Like, he buys her expensive shit and give her money, and she, like, calms down.
Yo, Erica Mena, that just happened with Safari and Erica Mena. You know what I'm saying? He disrespected her by, you know what I'm saying, what was it? Was it Snapchat or Instagram?
We don't know
He
what
sent a
he
video to another girl, and, you know, Erica Mena wasn't with it. He went out and bought her a whole necklace with a diamond studded out necklace. He bought her a Mercedes truck. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying.
Mind you, he filled her apartment with flowers.
The-
She wasn't with it.
Yeah, he filled her apartment with flowers. She knocked all the flowers down, but then when the gift starts to get a lot more expensive, you know what I'm saying? Then she all happy. You know what I mean?
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you did something bad to me or something that I would be upset about, and you bought me like a freaking Lambo.
So yeah, the more the story is,
I'm gonna be single with a Lambo.
Fact.
No. I'm gonna encourage you to do some more.
Yeah, but gift giving doesn't have to mean that you're rich. It doesn't.
But it helps.
It helps because if
If
you're bringing me like candy and shit I got by myself, I don't want that shit.
No,
Wow.
Ladies, if you mess up,
That's what I'm saying. If you mess up and you're buying me candy, like
bring your man.
Yeah, but
Just tell me
your
sorry.
women should
I'm
know
sorry.
to know what type of gifts you would like. Maybe.
wait, what happened?
Did you just say that, Phil?
Yeah.
What
so
did he
ladies,
say?
What happened?
I lost that.
So ladies, if you mess up, Just bring a man a threesome. Bring him another.
No.
What?
No,
That's
heck
not
no.
bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's just opening doors
Okay.
for your man to cheat. I'm sorry.
Well,
It's supervised cheating, yes.
supervised cheating.
Wow.
Now, when she's also
We gonna need a
involved, too.
book
So
dictionary
she's-
because all these little terminologies.
What in the
Straight
what is
out of the 305.
what is supervised cheating?
I'm just, it's
What
a
he just
threesome.
said.
I'm just saying, like, it's a threesome.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, it's
Women,
not cheating if she's also involved.
Yeah.
But it's opening doors
That's
for a man to be like, well,
swinging.
she.
not
That's swinging.
necessarily.
Because there's a definition.
If there is a understanding toward the
Yeah.
threesome, that's something completely different.
Yeah.
But do not bring your man no female
But what
if
if
y'all
she
make him
wants
mad,
that?
Buck. What type of
I'm
so
just
for
throwing it out
her
there, ladies.
for you not to be
Listen,
upset
by
with
that.
for you not to be upset with your girlfriend anymore. If she brings you a female, then you completely happy.
I don't know. Where did she get this female from?
But you just said supervised cheating. You
So
just said
What do you
this.
mean? What,
You're gonna
she have
be
to get
picky?
it off where?
Mm-hmm.
That bitch?
I have to look into this. Like, hold up. So you just got a girl ready for a threesome? I ain't heard one word about it before now.
But you just said for her to bring you a woman.
So
If
Wait, don't listen.
So how would
You're
it
so
be approved?
contradicting.
So
It's not even
how would it
funny.
be approved?
I don't know. We're gonna see.
She had to pass the checklist.
Yeah, I'm about to look at that. You know what I'm saying? Show that little puss. You understand me?
Oh my
So it can't just be any woman.
I mean, you know, I ain't gonna say
Oh my
it'll be
God.
anyone.
Or maybe just presenting you with the idea, and then y'all find the woman together.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the case too.
So that's damn.
I mean, okay, she just can't pop out of the blue with like a chick and be like, I'm like, man, how you know her? Have you been fucking her?
I would have thought that too.
And they say
Women are confusing and we don't know what we want. That sounds like
No.
Nah, this is
Just
just.
to be clear, like I never had a threesome. I never been.
You've never. I'm sorry.
Aw.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, I thought that was
Whoa.
normal. That's normal.
Whoa. Wait, hold on. What's going on here, QP?
There's
I didn't say nothing about being QP. I just said
She just feels bad for you.
I have a
Buck. It's
long
all good.
life.
That's all.
I'm almost 30.
Oh.
Stuff happens, you know.
Dang.
why y'all had to say what's going on, QP? I'm just trying to.
Current
I mean,
situation.
What you trying to say, A
I
Money?
mean,
Personally,
What you
I
trying to
just
say,
feel
A-Money?
like everybody needs to step out of their comfort zone sexually at least once in your life. Like at least once, step out of what you feel like is the norm for you. Because how you know if you never tried it?
I mean, it's just some stuff I know I'm not doing.
That's my Jamaican
Like
queen
what?
talking, y'all.
I don't know, a lot of stuff. Anything that's gay as shit.
You know what's crazy? I always, when I was younger, I said I didn't like oranges and I would never eat just from the smell. And
She
I love
loves them
oranges
now.
now. I eat like 3 a day.
Yeah, I used to be like, I never eat pussy.
Now you the pussy
So, see,
monster.
but there you go.
No.
But you already did it. You already stepped out of your comfort zone and tried something and now you love it. See, so, you
Listen,
know.
man, like, the first time I ate pussy, I was grown. Can I tell the story?
Go ahead.
So, you know, I go visit this girl. And she was going for it.
I'm sorry, just a quick introduction. This is active service on his part. Go ahead.
I was just
So I was like, okay, I'm in there with her, we kissing each other. I'm like, man, I'm gonna eat this girl pussy. Let me see what this is all about.
This is what you was thinking.
Yeah, so I'm you know, I go down there, I doing my thing. She going all crazy and shit. So I was like, okay, let me turn it up a notch. Let me stick my tongue in her.
Oh.
I did that. I was like, whoa. That shit tastes like salt water.
She's like, keep doing it, keep doing it.
She
She's like,
probably
oh.
needs some water.
I mean, I don't know, because we was having sex before that. So it could have
Oh,
Maybe that was you.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that was
Maybe
been.
it
Was it
was.
me? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. But the only thing, the only thing I found funny about it, she was quite clear that she wasn't going to suck my dick. She's like, I'm not going to return the thing.
Oh, after you, but it was your choice.
Yeah, I was like,
She
okay.
didn't ask you for it.
and clearly her love language is not active service.
Right? She likes gifts.
That's the problem. You can't just keep receiving and not giving.
Yeah.
You
See,
can't.
but that is
That's the thing. There should be a balance, right? When you're active service and gift receiving, there should be a balance.
It's
between
true.
the two, yeah?
It's true. I think
Like,
we all
you can't-
should.
because you can't fully focus on my love language is this and this is what I'm gonna do. No, you got to give them a good balance, basically.
And what you just said is for real. The author of that book about the love languages, they make sure he's always saying to not just focus on the top numbers. The little ones matter too because they are in there,
right?
Because we don't have a name for it. If you've never read the book, never heard nothing about love languages, we all know it exists. We don't have a terminology for it.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that the test results that you get is going to give you your top. That doesn't mean you don't have the other ones. Yeah. We all have all 5 love languages.
One is just more dominant than the other.
It's just what's more important to you, and it's not until. Y'all were talking about, Buck was saying about active service being women's thing. It's not just about what we want. It's also how we communicate.
Right.
So, yes, we expect this or whatever, but that's also how we're showing you that we love and care about you. Right. So, it's not a one-way thing. So, the fact that she has to ask you says a lot.
Well, so prime example, me and J Fax were having a conversation, right? And I was telling her, like, I was with this lady, I was with this girl who always used to buy stuff for me, right? And I buy stuff for her too, right? But she would always point it out every time I was around my boys. She'd be like, yo, look what I got him. Yo, look what I got him. And then you ended up saying, like, the reason why she would do that is because
control.
It's not control.
No, that was her love language.
No, because you were saying that I wasn't doing it enough for her.
I was saying that you never used to, like, she probably didn't feel appreciated.
Yeah,
by the stuff that she would do for you.
Okay,
so she would have to point it out because you never did.
You probably said thank you, but you never.
Okay, so I say thank you, and then I would wear it. But the moment I wear the clothes or the shirt that she would buy. She'd come out with my boys and be like, yo, look, I got him that. But I already told him, like,
she didn't feel appreciated.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't feel appreciated.
No. You never there was reassurance missing on your part.
You have sometimes people want reassurance. You can just say thank you, but that doesn't mean that you like what they give you.
And that's what we were talking about too, reassurance.
Not really. Sometimes people do things just for their partner just because. I know it's horrible sometimes, but just because they don't want to hear their mouths, because they don't want to hurt their feelings, because something they do it just because. So you wearing it doesn't necessarily mean that you like it. You're just doing it because you don't want to hurt her.
No, fam. Like when I wear something, I like it. I don't wear it.
Okay, if you bought me something and we run my homeboys, don't say shit.
Exactly.
What you trying to do? You trying to fuck my dogs?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You buy me all this shit.
So I can do this for you too.
She advertised you black.
She advertised what she can do.
Also, you're a walking billboard.
Yeah, some goddamn way. Be quiet. Men in here.
Men talking.
Men talk. Oh, we gonna do men talk.
Men talking.
No.
No what?
No men talk, men table.
So like a man hater.
A man hater?
Toxic.
No.
Please.
There ain't no toxic femininity.
Where you got that from? I'm so curious.
Because you guys have toxic masculinity, so I had to come out with something in reverse. Toxic femininity. Because it's running rampant across America.
It's very what?
It's running rampant across America. It is.
It's running rampant.
Dictionary book, for real.
Yeah.
How is it running rampant? Who did you poll?
I polled myself.
That's
So
all
how,
it needs.
But if it's about the woman, you're supposed to be talking to a woman, though, right?
I am a man. I know how it feels for a woman to tell me what a man's supposed to be doing. Now listen. Woman, don't tell a man what he's supposed to be doing. You shut the fuck up. You do what it wants.
Hold up.
Wow.
First off,
That's why your name Bug. You Bug.
None of the bucks bad.
ain't no honorable nothing. Now,
The dishonorable.
correct. First of all, you don't tell no woman to shut up. Half the time, y'all don't know what to do. Y'all need direction.
Yeah, we do.
So, if it wasn't for us, y'all don't even know how to go down the street. I promise
Oh,
you.
you're talking about sexually.
No.
Yeah, y'all need direction in every aspect, not just sexually. Because if a woman don't say do this, put this here, go there, do y'all won't do it. Y'all be calling from the grocery store. What that was to get again?
That's true.
You could tell them aisle 7, row 2, right on the top shelf, and you'll call and be like,
with a picture.
"What? Send the picture."
I got
this.
I told you, get this. That's it.
So toxic.
It is.
It's not toxic femininity. You just said want me to shut up.
It is real toxic.
Y'all can't direct y'allself. Y'all need women. If it wasn't for women,
we need each other. That's what it is, man. We need each other.
Everybody needs women.
We need each other.
Stephen, what you're talking about in the actual book, that comes along the lines of words of affirmation. And it was talking about, like you guys said, women tend to nag their men. Women take to, instead of making requests, they make demands. Mm-hmm. And it can kind of make the men feel like a child rather than a partner.
There we go.
So
there's a line of respect.
Right.
Yeah, I think. But don't let you demand anything from a woman. You don't own me. You don't control me. I'm not a woman.
Oh, that's your interpretation of what a woman sound like?
Yeah, but you know what? Men, if a man asks a woman to do something, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Women do things without even you having to ask. All the time.
Is that right?
Yes, 100%.
That's not very true.
You don't think so?
Some women won't do anything that's beneficial to them.
Yeah.
That's not beneficial.
That's not
beneficial to them. Yeah.
Then you have to question those women that you're around.
Well, let's just say when we discuss these
because
women and these men, we're talking about like the ideal or what it should be, because yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of generalization. We're not talking about this specific person or that specific person.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in general, like I stated, which was a scientific fact as of now.
You made a scientific fact.
Most women access what is called active language is acts of service. So it's scientific fact until it's been proven otherwise. If y'all do decide to take the test and you have proof that you didn't, you have to upload it or I won't believe it bullshit. Okay.
Straight up
facts.
Yes.
Bro.
I guess we'll count the first 50 women that do that test.
Yeah.
So if you do
we're gonna start the movement.
First 50
prove Buck wrong. That's the new movement. Hashtag prove Buck wrong.
Hashtag prove Buck wrong.
Hashtag prove Buck
you got a
wrong.
better chance of getting a cold glass of water in hell.
Oh, you just making it so much easier for us women to band together. Are you serious? Bro.
Yeah.
Y'all see the cockiness. I mean, well, y'all hear his cockiness.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrong 85% of the time.
Whoa. So where do you get this number from?
It's the facts. We see each other just about every day. The conversation that we have, you're wrong 85% of the time.
What?
Who's taking score?
And now
we
gotta
are
start taking score.
Oh man,
you wrong.
That's the thing about women too.
What?
You're always wrong, bro.
That is not.
Listen.
Growing up, my dad used to tell me, "Look, listen, don't argue. Just you're always wrong, bro. Just face the facts. You're always wrong.
Always wrong.
So that's what they teach little boys when they're growing up.
Toxic femininity.
A man taught you that, though. A woman did not teach you that. A man taught you that. So that's the problem.
He learned it from
who?
From my mom.
Nah.
What y'all talking about? The love languages that y'all learn as kids.
He's just teaching me, just like, he's just teaching me how to be prepared. Like, listen,
Yeah,
you gotta be able to
My
survive.
brother
was
just
his
told
relationship.
my nephew that this past weekend.
Told you.
Because my nephew kept correcting his sister, and my brother's like, let me teach you something.
See?
Do not argue with the women.
Mom.
If you know you're right, just say okay. And then my niece says, happy wife, happy life.
That's it, man. It's already been taught. It's how you've been conditioned.
It's
Toxic femininity.
Toxic femininity being passed down from generation.
And the moment you do something they disagree with, you get it.
I'm not trying to be on the man's side here, but women, honestly, we don't like to be wrong. I don't like to be wrong.
I know I'm not wrong.
You hear that. And it's true, man.
Well, I'm not going to say I'm never wrong, because when I am wrong, I can admit that I'm wrong. I have no issue. I can admit when I'm wrong. I have no issue.
Why is she shaking her head? No.
Why is she shaking her head? No. Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all was kidding. That was between.
That was funny.
Move, man.
Oh man.
No, you can't. You're wrong right there. You're wrong right there. You can't be like that.
I can't be like,
Can't be like that.
shoot.
But I have to agree and disagree though.
Yeah.
In my life, I've dated men and women, mostly women. So I feel like I'm an expert at the subject of talking about, you know, relationships with men and women.
Right.
And to be honest, it all depends on where you are in your life. And I feel like sometimes men are so weak.
Ooh.
It's the I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Y'all
That's from
can't.
your
Hold on. Let me
experience.
finish. Let me, from my experience.
Okay.
And this is not just about men that I've dealt with. This is in terms of relationships, friendships, my friends' relationships, stuff. Because we talk. Women talk about stuff. Men talk about stuff. Sometimes we argue because y'all just back down too easily. Like, we want to know that you care. If I tell you to do something and I feel like you didn't do it right, if I come at you about it, it's because I'm trying to fix the thing. I'm trying
What
to
you gotta say, Buck?
So
You shaking
next
your head
time
like a wild
around,
buck right now. You shaking your head like a wild buck right now. What you gotta say? Like a wild buck right now.
You heard what she just said.
Yeah.
You said men back down too much. You heard what your dad told you, right?
Yeah.
Arguing with a woman is a fucking lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
No.
Why you? Listen,
Even when you're
it's a headache.
right, you're wrong. Even when they do something to make you mad, they beat you getting mad.
Yo.
And then it's on you to fix it. So, no, it's not weak. It's just that women are toxic femininity.
Oh my God.
We need to spread this word around until women start.
No hashtag toxic femininity, none of that. Whatever your
We
word
start a
was.
hashtag
No.
toxic femininity out there on Buck Shabazz page.
The Honorable Buck Shabazz, we're gonna start talking about all the toxic things women do to
please.
to
And we
men out there.
go reverse it back on you.
Correct.
All men,
Prove Buck wrong. Hashtag.
Hey,
Other than women.
But
what did James Brown say? It's a man's world.
oh please, but
It's
it
a
wouldn't be
man's
nothing
world.
Without a woman.
That's true.
Okay.
They got a baby.
and what Beyonce
Shout out
said,
to my baby.
Girls who run the world.
It's a man's world.
Well,
listen, like in the end, at the end of the day, you don't have to have the same love language.
you have to understand.
You just have to understand each other's love language and go outside of your love language to help the other one. And from what I see, QP and her girlfriend pretty much have the same love language. You guys should see the things that they do for each other. They are so sweet. The love is so real and so genuine, and like you can tell they're gonna get really, really far. Like it's so good when you have the same love language. But if you don't, just understand each other and get to know each other better. Spend more time with your spouse.
date.
Yes,
Before
date in your
you commit.
relationship, please. And still in your relationship.
Stop jumping from I met her, I met him to
So that's my
let's
girlfriend,
move in
boyfriend.
together.
Yes.
We need to date because you can't be discussing kids right before y'all deciding to get married.
Yeah.
What if they don't want children? So date.
Yeah, man, you gotta ask those questions.
And then you also have to remember the same thing that it took to get him or her is the same way you're going to keep him or her, period.
Don't let it die.
Don't be so comfortable in your relationship all the time.
I need some ribs.
Like, stop. Oh, Buck is over here kind of quiet. A-Money too. What's up?
See, that's the thing, man. Like,
you know,
I mean,
you try. You
you do try. I agree.
You try. You know, I try to keep it live and keep it popping. You know, but
It's just that the
kind of
energy
hard
is not the
because
same.
My girl, she's pregnant, so I can't really. We can't even go out and get drunk.
Yeah.
But why does it have to be that?
It doesn't have to necessarily be drinking.
You know, as the relationship,
Like on a
as the
picnic.
relationship evolves,
Go to the beach.
you figure out other things, right? You figure out other things as the relationship evolves.
I
Like,
mean, yeah,
like,
but let's be real. Like, when you drunk and you out drinking and you have a good time, you have a drunk sex, that's not fun. I know picnics are cool.
Drunk sex and
Picnics are cool.
Going to the beach is okay, but going out getting sloshed and then coming home and having freaking drunk sex is always the best. You always wake up going like, "But I was wide open that night."
Buck Shabazz, that's why he's having a baby.
She can't do that right now, so find something else, y'all. Just keep it evolving.
Guys, we hope you enjoyed. This is J Fax once again with all the real Steel, baby.
And this is QP back and leaving with all your petty needs.
And this is the Honorable Buck Shabazz. And we out this motherfucker. See y'all on the next podcast.